So one of my favorite things about Cara is her creativity, and when I was working with her, she would always be the go-to person for houses if they lost somebody, if somebody passed away. She would go out and do a lot of grief work with people, and that was really helpful. And she used to do these little memory gardens for people, so she would work with the people at the house and just find creative ways for peers to remember people who have passed away. So she always is kind of trying to think outside of the box and think of new and fun things to do to just kind of bring people's spirits up, especially during difficult times.
Cara, I've worked closely with her on several people supported in the 20 years. I have seen her growth. She has, gotten other certificates to help the people that we support, geriatric assessments, those types of things that are very helpful when it's really difficult to find those services for people.
I've worked with Cara at Clover years back, and we used to have people that have challenging behavior, and Cara was always there, willing to support person supported. And those days it's different now, but we used to have families and events where every year we invite family to the house. Cara will make time to come there. So that was one of the opportunities we had to interact with families. And she's been a very caring person, and she loves what she does.
I think she thinks she's more of an introvert than she is. When we were asked to pretty much take over the SCIP program a few years ago, she was dead set against it. She did not want to do it. She wanted nothing to do with it. Was very fearful that she wouldn't do a good job of it. We actually just a couple weeks ago asked her to be our SCIP coordinator. She is probably the best SCIP instructor that we have in the agency, and everyone just loves taking it with her. She's got a lot of energy. She knows how to keep people engaged, and I love doing the SCIP interventions with her. Her and I have a lot of fun.
I've known Cara for many years. I know that just in both when I was the vice president of programs and services, and then even in my current role, what I vividly remember about Cara is just her willingness always to help. I specifically remember some situations where we had some challenging support needs with some of our folks, and that Cara just really kind of was a prominent figure who immediately was willing to jump in. Typically she is kind of more on the quieter side, but just amazing in terms of just knowing the people because of her many years being at the Arc, but then more importantly just truly fully understanding their needs and just being able to implement a treatment plan that best supports them.
She's really been someone who, we can count on. She's very creative. She's built a number of relationships there's some people she's had on her caseload, I think, for the entire 20 years she's been here. She's done memory gardens with people when they've lost someone close to them. If you've ever gotten a handmade card from Cara, you'll keep it forever. I have several of them in my office. And she's just someone who, kind of likes to find what people enjoy and do those things with them. A few years ago, I don't even remember how long ago it was, there was a change in the behavior specialists' responsibilities, and they had to all start teaching SCIP, and she was like, no, I'm gonna guess Brittany talked about this too. Turns out she is one of our best SCIP instructors we've ever had, and now she is our SCIP coordinator, and she handles all the scheduling and whatnot, which has been really tremendous to see. She's recently been doing dementia screenings and all that, so it's been great.
Cara has a huge heart. She, again, she's been here for so long that she knows so many people, and she can probably walk into any building and she knows everybody there.
Cara, congratulations. Been here for 20 years. Thank you for all you do.
Congratulations, Cara, on 20 years at the Arc.
Congratulations, Cara, on 20 years with the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Cara, on 20 years.
Congratulations, Cara, on 20 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Cara, on 20 years at the Arc. We hope you're here a lot longer.
So Jerry's been with us for 20 years. He is an LPN, which is a higher level of caring for the people we support. Knows them very, very, very well. He as well goes out of his way to make sure that the people we support are well cared for. Will do anything we ask him to do. So it really does give me a sense of security to know that we have him on our team.
Jerry, he's been with the agency 20 years. He's been at East Henrietta, I believe, for the whole time. Jerry's always picking up extra shifts. He knows the individuals at East Henrietta very well.
He knows them backwards and forwards. Nobody knows them as well as he does. So he can give a whole history, a 20-year history of people that have lived in that house. So, and that's invaluable for the doctors to have. So if anybody knows anything about people at East End, it's Jerry.
So having someone like Jerry at the house for that long is extremely important to the quality of life for the people that we support that live at East End, just because he has that consistency and he knows that knowledge. So if something happens to somebody, he has the history of what could have, led up to that or occurred.
He's always willing to go and above, beyond what he's supposed to do. I have somebody there. Jerry will always come on weekend, take him out, and Jerry will take him to places he likes to do. Just more of person-centered, point where he makes sure that person supported, goes where he wants to go, and he's always willing to come in anytime you need him.
I vividly remember a situation actually with Jerry where there was a family member who was kind of touring and stuff, and Jerry just kind of really spoke eloquently in regards to the people supported, their likes, their interests, really just made that family who was touring just very, very comfortable, and I think kind of was a win, if you will, for that family just with having Jerry present and supported them.
Hello, Jerry Grabber. Congratulations for all the stuff you've done for the Arc for the past 20 years. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jerry, for 20 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Jerry, on 20 years at the Arc.
Congratulations, Jerry, on 20 years here at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Jerry, on 20 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Jerry, on 20 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Jerry, for 20 years with the Arc.
So Steve has been with the Arc for 20 years, a long time. Since I've gotten to know Steve, he's our go-to person in the morning at ArcWorks. He's there early, very early, to make sure everything's open up, lights are on, machines are ready to go. And he always makes sure, if he has a day off, that somebody else is doing it. So he's always been very responsible and kind of the go-to guy in that area. And I can't even remember why. There was one morning when I had to meet him. We were changing keys or something, and I thought, oh, I'll be there in plenty of time. And he was still there before I was there. So, he's just, always been there, always been dependable. Works in our clean space, it helps people supported get used to that because it's a big change when you have to put on gowns and hats and gloves, and the people who work in that room love it. And he's just been another person who, you can really count on at ArcWorks to make sure the jobs are getting done and they're getting done right.
From what I know about him working with people we support, they adore him because they like to work in his group. They love working with him in the cleaning room. There's a lot of individuals that like to work with him. He works well with them and he relates to them. So I have seen that. So I think that if you lasted this long, 20 years, I think it's for a reason.
It's this approach that he has. He's like, hey, what's up, Juan? It's the sound and how he moves. He really does remind me of like a surfer guy on the wrong coast. When I was stationed in San Diego, they were some of that type. Like, hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm like, are you awake? So yeah, he's got that vibe. I like that about him though. He cracks me up, you know.
I call him Mr. Fix-It because he'll talk to the customers as they're setting up their new machines. There was a sealer that I'm thinking about right now, and he's telling them, well, this should really do that, and I think you put it this way. And I mean, he's telling these engineers really what's going on. Yeah. But not only that, he fixes a lot of the machines for us and seems to know how to do it and work his magic.
He likes his work. He likes his work. He always, I get here at 6:30, he got everything all situated, what we're gonna do for the day, close out, He leaves at 3 o'clock, I leave at 3:30, I make sure the cleaning room is clean and everything. Come in the next morning, you got no complaints.
And I'm being super friend with Steve because he is happier with me and I'm happier with Steve because Steve is being friendly and send me more different jobs for me to work.
With Steve and what he does, he's very, like I say, he's very in tune with his people. He genuinely enjoys what he does. There's a lot of camaraderie and back and forth. So yeah, the only way you would do a job like this is if you genuinely enjoy what you do. He's too happy-go-lucky to not willingly do his work. Right. So.
I love Steve. We joke around sometimes, and this is work with him too, in the clean room. We have something like that. I said, there goes Steve, going to your break. He's a funny guy though. And he said, Shirley, welcome back to Arcs. I like him too.
He's an asset to the people around him. It's just the best way to think about it. He's definitely great support for them. I genuinely get the impression he loves what he does, and it shows. So, they always say you can tell by the fruits of your labor, so that's,
Congratulations, Steve, on 20 years. What a great accomplishment.
Congratulations, Steve, on 20 years with the Arc of Monroe and at ArcWorks.
Congratulations, Stephen, on 20 years at ArcWorks.
Congratulations, Steve, on 20 years in ArcWorks.
Congratulations, Steve, on 20 years at ArcWorks.
Congratulations, Steve, at 20 years of artwork. Keep it up. Hope you hit another 20.
Congratulations, Steve. You worked at 20 years at ArcWorks.
Congratulations, Steve, on 20 years at ArcWorks. Take a vacation.
Congratulations, Mr. Fix-It, Steve, on 20 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Oh, Mike's funny. He's very funny. He's very charming, and he gets along with all of his peers, and he get along with the people supported. They really cling to him, as a supporter. So that's his personality. Just very, very, very funny. You wouldn't think that he has that personality, but he does.
So Mike Marchese was a long-term Church Street staff. So when Church Street was closed, he came over with the people supported at church to Willowin. And he is the staple day person there in the morning. He is the med liaison's right hand. Anytime that she needs, something from a second hand to go on an appointment, go to the pharmacy to pick something up, Mike's there. If I pull in, because my office is at Willowwind, if I pull in and I have a car full of stuff that I'm unloading, Mike's the first one out the door to help carry everything in. If he sees that I'm taking stuff out to lug up here to 2060, he'll go downstairs and he'll start lugging it up and say, hang on, I got it. The people that he supports at Willowwind adore him. He's quiet, but once you get to know him, you get to see the inner side of him.
What stands out most about Mike is just his willingness and his commitment to work. He is a hard worker, he's committed, he is so passionate for the people we support. And I know that, in any meeting that I'm in, Mike is always his name is brought up, and what a great person he is and how valuable he is as a team member to us.
Okay, so Mike is dedicated to his job. He is a very timely guy. He's always on time. He is very supportive to the people that we support here at the Arc of Monroe. He's dedicated. and he's committed. So I'm grateful for him achieving 20 years at the Arc of Monroe. You know, I really commend him for his dedication and his time serving the people.
20 years of service, obviously, is extremely important. One, as a parent, I'll say, as well as an administrator, just the consistency of service delivery, right? First and foremost, I always say that when you have somebody who's committed for that many years, the relationships that that person has is so meaningful and important to the people we support. Secondly, also just being able to know people's needs, right, at various levels of their life, and truly fully supporting them to where they are today. And again, just that connection, right? Just for them knowing each other for 20 years, especially as we have an aging population. I oftentimes see that those people who have been here a long time, the people we support are usually asking for them and for their guidance and support as they go through their journey.
Congratulations, Mike, on 20 years of services for the Arc of Monroe. We appreciate you. We appreciate your time and your commitment. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Mike, on 20 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Mike, on 20 years here at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Mike, on 20 years at the Arc of Monroe.
What's not to love about Candace? Whenever she walks in, her beautiful smile always brightens the room. She has you laughing within 5 minutes about something, and that translates to the individuals, to staff, to coworkers. She just has that effect on all of us.
Candace is vibrant, she's like ambitious. She's definitely one that you would notice in the room. Candace, she brings a light to any space that she's in. She's humorous, she's always smiling. Even if something's wrong, you would never know it. I've never known her to go through anything emotionally. She's just a great person to be around.
So Candace was at our Penfield IRA when I first started. She was working overnights, and I got to know her pretty well. I was actually quite sad when she left Penfield to pursue an assistant manager position, and then she eventually became a manager, and she's gone to a few of the houses since then. But she just has one of those personalities that just lights up her room. She's loud and funny, and you can't help but have a good time when Candace is around.
So Candace, I know from her work at Roselawn as a manager while she was over there in my role in guardianship. She has supported our folks over there. She's now working in a different home. But she would still cover from time to time and pop over there and help out. And the relationship she has with the people we support at that home is tremendous. And they always look forward to seeing her when she does come over and talk fondly of her. And she's always great, just making sure that things would happen. Her follow through is tremendous.
Candace, she's a very wonderful manager. I like her a lot. I love her. She's easy to get along with. She's very passionate about the work she does, also with the people supported and with her peers that she works with. She's reliable, trustworthy, all together a team leader, a team player.
She acts as a leadership role. Like, she embodies the full aspect of what a leader is, which a leader leads by both in doing and delegation. She's not going to ask anybody of something she wouldn't do herself. And when she's on the floor, she's doing anything. It doesn't really matter what that anything would entail.
Candace is a wonderful lady who helped me.
I think she just has a heart. I don't think it's about people with disabilities or people with abilities or anything like that. I think she just has a heart for people, and that kind of transcends across a wide range of supports that she does. And I think that that's why she continues to do her job.
Because I think I speak for all of us when I say we absolutely adore her. Candace is a genuine gift to this agency, and I couldn't be more proud of her.
Congratulations, Candace, at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Candace, on 20 years with the Arc.
Congratulations, Candace, on 20 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Candace, on 20 years here at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Candace, on 20 years at the Arc of Monroe. Love you.
Congratulations, Candace, on 20 years here at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations.
Candace, congratulations on 20 years at the Arc of Monroe. That's huge. Ambrose, he works really hard. He picks up so many hours at whatever residential he's asked. I met him when he came over to Penfield and covered some open overnights for me. And he's like, as long as you ask me, I will do it. And I said to him, oh my God, and he stuck to it. Whenever I asked him to come, whenever I was in a bind, he would say, only because you're here. Only because you're here, I'm gonna do it for you. And it just didn't matter when it was, last minute, whenever, and he was just there for me. And I really appreciated that. You know, you didn't find that when I first came in, you didn't find people who would do that. And he barely knew me, and he said, you know, you're a good manager. You don't just sit around, you actually do get in with the people that you support in your staff. And he said, and I appreciate that about you. And for him to notice that, that means he watched, and I appreciated that. And every time I called, he came.
He was a night person. Ambrose was very dedicated to the people we support, always willing to pick up, you know, extra overnight shifts.
Yeah, so Ambrose is a great support to the Arc of Monroe. He's always been very reliable. He's always been there to help pick up shifts, been flexible with his schedule. He's a joy to be around. He's very funny. He's always got a positive attitude. He loves to make the residents laugh.
Before even meeting him, being in meetings, his name used to come up as, you need someone to go help out in the house, let's call Ambrose, let's call Ambrose, let's call Ambrose. And when I finally met him, it was true to form. I mean, if he's available, if he can, he will help out. Congratulations, Ambrose, on 20 years at the Arc.
Ambrose, here's to 20 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Ambrose, on 20 years at the Arc.
Congratulations, Ambrose, at 20 years here at the Arc of Monroe. That's amazing.
Congratulations, Ambrose, on 20 years at the Arc of Monroe.
So I've known Wanda for a long, long time. Great direct support professional, and truly committed, very passionate for the people we support. You know, I know that in my visits, when I go to our house visits, you know, Wanda is always cheerful, happy. She knows a lot about the people supported and their needs. Loves to, you know, plan things for the people we support. Just overall, I'll just say that, yeah, Wanda is just an amazing team member, truly a role model for many of our other DSPs as they come into the organization, and just because of her commitment and time as a DSP, truly does an outstanding job.
Wanda is very hardworking, extremely reliable, very fun to talk to. We've had a great relationship over the years, lots of laughs, lots of good stories. She has a lot of good advice.
Feel like the Arc should be proud to have Wanda as a staff, and I'm sure, like I said, over the course of the 25 years, she's definitely been a person that the Arc needs in the agency, and I'm sure the people she supports are being very well taken care of.
Wanda Holmes is a dedicated staff at the Crossroads IRA. She absolutely loves not just her job, but the people that we support in that house. She's very much dedicated to all of them, and you can tell by her history with them all. She knows them all individually, she knows their families. She's like really committed to making sure that they thrive and live fulfilled lives. And she sort of kind of feels like she's a part of it and a part of the success of what happens there. She's a real staple at the Crossroads Ira. And I think that my fondest memory would be that she did something that I'd never seen a DSP do. She agreed to take a person supported across the ocean and then come back and then go back. Like, she agreed to drop them off across in Florida. She came all the way back here and then went back and got them. And I just think like that, you know, that decision alone, some things happen where it didn't actually happen like that, but just the decision to do that shows her commitment to the people that we support. And I just don't think anybody would do that. I mean, she's just amazing.
Congratulations, Wanda, on 25 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Wanda, on 25 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Wanda, to 25 years at the Arc of Monroe. Here's to 25 more.
Congratulations, Wanda, on 25 years at the Arc.
Congratulations, Wanda, at 25 years at the Arc of Monroe.
So I know Tim has been with us for 25 years, which is amazing. Tim has, since I've known him, the last 4 years or so that I've been more involved with ArcWorks, he has been tremendous as far as being a go-to person for you know, the production manager, who really has to count on him as that production supervisor floater, because he really makes sure that he knows everybody. He has to know all the jobs and be able to jump from one to another when somebody calls out sick or, you know, somebody's on vacation. And, you know, he's always willing to do that. Always has a good attitude. Loves working with the people we support, and they love him. I mean, he really connects well, and not just them, with everybody. And he's just always very flexible, and you know, always, you know, he comes in the morning with a smile and is ready to go.
But one of the things I do appreciate about Tim is that he was one of my mentors. I learned a lot from him, how to do certain things in certain jobs. And he guided me to a lot of different things. And that was well appreciated by him. He's a comedian. He makes people laugh. He makes the best of a negative to a positive a lot.
And he bought me breakfast the first day. And I didn't even know him. He was really nice. Ever since I've been here, he's just been a good asset to the job. Like, he helps a lot of people out. If I have a problem or anything, I'll go to Tim before I go to anybody.
The first time I met Tim, we was at the LC Center. But then when we came over here, he used to work in the clean room, and he taught me how to do everything in the clean room. I know everything from the back of the clean room to the top of the clean room. And whenever he asked me to help him, I said sure, because he treats us all equal. He don't play favoritism, and we got a lot of people who does.
I think Tim also needs a vacation. He works 2 jobs. So Tim speaks his mind at all times, which makes him hilarious. He gets along well with everyone. I mean, anytime there's a meeting and something's going on where there might be a sense of tension, he'll break it by just being Tim. He likes a lot of coffee. I'm always yelling at him about his diet. Like, eat a salad, it's not gonna kill you. Yeah, but he's great. Yeah, Tim and I banter all the time. He's supervising right across the hall from me. So I'm constantly like, hey Tim, and vice versa. So open dialogue. Yeah, he reminds me of like some old school uncles I have, where he has that kind of like, I'm gonna be funny, but I tell you exactly what I'm thinking. Okay, so yeah, that's my impression of Tim.
He's a good worker, you know, he's a good worker. I know him for a long time, because I've been here for 18 years. So, we've been for a long time. Yeah. He's a good worker, he gives me a job and everything. I like him to smile, we joke around sometimes, Yeah.
Yes, and he does the part where he floats around and covers groups when other supervisors are out. And you have to be adaptable to go to each group and be able to plug right in. And that's what Tim does.
One thing I do know about him that has not changed since I've known him, it's funny, but he loves his lunch. He has to have his lunch. We tip for tat for lunch. He buys me, I buy him, and it's been like that for a long time.
He's well liked. He's floated all over the place. He's known some people for a very long time. So it's like, I would say with some of this is less work than would be more familial. He just has that kind of bond and effect with them. So it works out. They're able to kind of navigate the ups and downs of the day and knocking heads with each other and all the hoorah. But at the end of it, everyone that deals with him genuinely likes him. He bonds well. He bonds well with the people that he supports. So, yeah.
Congratulations, Tim, for 25 years at Artworks.
Congratulations, Tim, on 25 years at the Arc of Monroe and at Artworks.
Congratulations, Tim, on 25 years at Artworks.
Congratulations, Tim, on 25 years at Artworks.
Congratulations, Tim, on 25 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Tim, on 25 years at Artworks.
Congratulations, Tim, on 25 years at Artworks.
Congratulations, Tim, on 25 years at Artworks.
Congratulations, Tim, on 25 years. What a great accomplishment.
The best part about Tim is his confidence. He's done every run we have, and he can come in on a moment's notice and just, we'll give him whatever run sheet and away he goes. He knows where he's going. He knows the whole city.
Every now he comes through and he works, and do a run or whenever he can, He still comes through. So, he is reliable. He's very reliable.
Whenever we needed, just the other day, we were in dire straits on Monday. We called him up and he's like, hey, I can drive the morning, but I'm a little busy this afternoon. Hey, come on in and do what you can for us. When he was a full-time employee, he was that steady person as well. He would be here every day doing whatever needed to be done. If anything extra needed to be done, if you asked him, Tim, can you? Sure, I can do it. And never any problems.
He likes getting the free shirt every year, so. Tim's he's a passionate guy, and one of the things he does on the side is he helps rescue dogs. He'll drive as far as Texas to bring a group of dogs back for rescue. So, he's got a big heart.
He's always here, he's always on time. Every time we call, because now he's an on-call driver, he comes in on his morning before he has to start his afternoon run at Lifetime. Tim comes in and do a run for us. He knows every run that we have. He doesn't complain, he just do it.
Oh yeah, he's pretty good, pretty reliable. Whenever we need somebody, he's there to fill the shoes, so.
Yes, 30 years at the Arc, and Tim is always there, ready to help. He is now, he's working part-time now, comes in when we're needed, and he's needed. And so Tim is always he has a great personality and drives almost anything here. He's great.
Congratulations, Tim, on 30 years with the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Tim, on 30 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Tim, on 30 years. That's pretty great accomplishment, man.
Hey, Tim, congratulations. 30 years, that's great.
Congratulations, Tim, on 30 years at the Arc.
Congratulations, Tim, for being at the Arc for 30 years. I hope you have another 30 years.
Congratulations on 30 years with the Arc, Tim.
Congratulations, Tim, on 30 years with the Arc of Monroe.
Well, Terry, when I started, Terry was, I believe Terry was my actual first supervisor, I do believe. She's very even-keeled. She's willing to help at any time. She's always here. I was just joking with her today. it was like it was a Terry sighting, because all I ever do is hear her on the radio. You don't see her often. I see her car in the parking lot. I know she's here, but she does a pretty long run, so she's out most of the day. But over the years, I mean, you never hear anything negative about Terry. It's always positive. She's very nice. All our guys, all the people we serve, really love her. They love riding with her, and she's a great person.
Helps make coming to work, just the workplace in general, a really place that you want to come to, and because it can be challenging sometimes, but for the most part, this part of the job is not that hard. And it's because of people like Terry that help out, so.
Terry's been around a long time, 30 years. She's had several different positions with the ARC, including supervisor in transportation. So she knows all the ins and outs. She's enjoyed the job very much. That's why she has stayed around so long. And she's very dependable. Hardly ever takes a day off. And her run is quite long, so she drives over 100 miles a day, every day, out in the boonies. So she's always watching out for deer. But she gets everybody in the program on time and with a smile on their face.
She likes dealing with the people that we support. She's really great with them. A lot of people, me and Terry. Terry was before a part-time driver because she was a team leader. She wasn't full-time, but when she did, she picked her run, and she did her run very well. And the people that she picked loved her, and I know the people that she used to drive, because I would see them at programs, with her all the time, and she's, they loved her. That's what I.
She's always been a wonderful person to talk to. She's been a good sounding board from time to time. When I've had a lousy day, she comes over and says, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Well, listen, wake up, get moving, let's go." And she helps me out with whatever that kind of thing is. So that's very helpful for her. And she's a good, cheerful voice on the radio too. So that's very helpful.
Terry is special. She's been here forever. Terry was my supervisor when I first came. And anything that I needed to know or where to go, Terry knew everywhere. She knew all the different counties. She knew Wayne County, Livingston, Monroe County, and I learned a lot of my routes because of Terry.
Years ago when I first met Terry, we were at what's called Southwest, what used to be called Southwest. It's called Lambert Campus now. However, prior to building that new building, there was a little front grassy area in front of the old building. And Terry had a person, I believe she transported on a daily basis, who was very shy, very much of an introvert. And I used to see Terry going there, sitting on the grass in front of that building with this person eating lunch. She would take her lunch hour just to go and be with this particular person. And I didn't know her that well back then, but I would see this girl who I knew was very quiet, very shy. I knew that Terry brought out the best in her, because when I saw them together, this young lady was smiling. She seemed to be happy just to be with Terry. So that's the kind of person she is. And like I said, she's here on a daily basis, and I know that she likes what she does.
Congratulations, Terry, on being here at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Terry, on 30 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations on 30 years with the Arc of Monroe. And she'll tell you it's 32 because the part-time stuff didn't count.
Congratulations, Terry, on 30 years with the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Terry, on 30 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Terry, on your 30 years with the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations on 32 years of being at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations on 30 years at the Arc, Terry.
So I've worked with Michelle Moore her entire career here in many different positions in residential and day services. Got to know her first in residential because 30 years ago we worked in residential together, but she's great. She's got a great personality. She's very energetic. She's very positive. She builds great relationships. I've seen her work with some, challenging people as their medical needs have changed and they've had more medical needs or had more cognitive issues. She just does an amazing job. She's very, very good with art projects and craft projects and really was able to get people engaged. But she's great. She's just a very, very positive, upbeat person.
So going back to the days of Valentine, she was one of the staff that was trained on dementia-specific needs. So she was very skilled on that and has carried that along with her. She also was always very creative and very artistic and would really take the lead on doing some of the pull-out group activities. So when people had a particular interest on, whether it was doing art or crafts or karaoke, she would kind of take the initiative and make things happen with doing a pull-out group with some of the people supported in the program. She's just been around forever and she's dedicated and she really has a heart for the people we support.
Michelle always has a positive outlook. She's great with the people we support. Everybody loves her. And she's always fun to be around.
She's had a lot of different roles, and I have seen growth with her in the time that I've known her. So she used to work at Valentine for a lot of those years, and then came to the nursing team. So, to do something different, and she's worked out really well in that role.
Well, Michelle is a nurse, and her take me to my appointments. I know her for a long time. Michelle's cool.
She is one of those people that, if you're having a bad day, you cannot have a bad day around Michelle Moore. She's got a joke for everything, even if you aren't feeling it that day and she is around you, she's going to get that bad mood out.
She's passionate about what she does. She's been in residential, day program, a manager, a team lead. So it's about the people supported with her, for sure.
She's just amazing. She would do anything for this. She really loves the people we support. She would do anything for them. She's always willing to do more than her share. And will, if we need her to do something, an appointment for somebody else, she's like one of the first to say, yeah, absolutely, I'll do it. So she knows the people that we support very, very well and interacts with them amazingly. So she's really very loyal to that 30 years.
Congratulations, Michelle, on 30 years at the Arc.
Congratulations, Michelle, on 30 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Michelle, on 30 years at the Arc.
Congratulations, Michelle, on 30 years.
Congratulations, Michelle, at 30 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Michelle, my Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Michelle, on 30 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Michelle, on 30 years here at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Michelle, on 30 years with the Arc.
Edith started here 35 years ago at Clover Hills. We were opening up our second, what was an ICF at that time, and she came to the Arc of Monroe after having worked at another Arc chapter here in New York and was the residence manager there. That's how I first got to know her, was in residential as residential managers, and eventually she moved into a director role at, again, the old Crittenden, which is now Lambert. And then eventually came to HR and has been working in benefits. So, I've had the pleasure of working with her most of her career here at the Arc.
So I've been in the department almost 7 years, and Edith is the benefit manager. And I think what truly amazes me about Edith is she started in the organization 35 years ago as a DSP. And she's been in a few roles and basically self-taught, and she knows her stuff. She knows her stuff. What also is so great about Edith, because she's been in the organization so long and worked with so many different employees and has been an employee at different levels, everything she does, she focuses on our employees. She's fair, she's consistent, she knows what they need, and she tries very hard to resolve any type of issue. She's always there to support our employees. And that's what makes her truly valuable to my team and to the organization.
I think she's just someone who's very approachable, and she's just wonderful. I don't know when it comes benefit time, especially for me as far as retirement, what I would do without her for my couple of questions I have and everything too, and just that reassurance.
When I think of Edith, especially in the last few years, is when the word COVID comes up. Edith and I spent a lot of time on the phone. Who's sick? Who's back to work? Who's still out? Who's paperwork? And we could spend every day an hour or more just going through our lists to make sure everything was in and people got paid, and it's just, yeah. We learned to hate the word COVID.
So I think it all starts with when you're a DSP. When you start out at that level, you learn to love what you do. And I think that's what brings you day in and day out. You know, I don't want to say it's pay, because never, it goes beyond that when you keep moving up in an organization. Pay doesn't matter, it's what you're doing for everybody in that organization.
I think it's a combination of both. She's just very into the mission. You know, obviously when you work as a DSP, you're very into the mission of the organization and just helping out people with disabilities. So yeah, I feel like that's the reason she stuck around here. And I think she just really likes the organization also. She has nothing but good things to say about it. One of my neighbors actually worked here for a long time, and I mentioned that I knew him, and she got very excited. So yeah, I think she likes the people, she likes the mission, she's just into everything at the Arc.
The agency is incredibly fortunate to have somebody like Edith in the role that she holds today with managing the benefits. She's really worked in various roles across the company, and so she truly does understand and can put herself in the shoes of our staff people when we're designing benefits and really looking for what's the best possible plans to offer. You know, and in addition to that, I feel fortunate that I've gotten to work closely with Edith over the years. There was a time where I was supervising the HR team, and she's kind of quiet and reserved, and so sometimes you don't really know the knowledge and the really the input that she gives in, and it was a great opportunity for me really to get to know her better and to truly value what she has to offer to the agency.
Congratulations, Edith, on 35 years.
Congratulations, Edith, on 35 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Edith, on 35 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Edith, on 35 years, and thank you for all you do for the Arc.
Congratulations, Edith, on 35 years.
Congratulations, and I'm just so thrilled to have you as a co-worker. And again, congratulations on 35 years.
Terry is somebody that you would want advocating for yourself. Her compassion, her connection, everybody that she works with, she treats like family. She's sharing of her knowledge, so she's had other co-workers who have been also working in the program, and she takes time and just, you know, wants to make sure that everybody is trained so that the people we support get the very best. She does blow my mind. The level of knowledge she has about the individuals, about their medical needs, about their likes and dislikes. Like, you can see it with every holiday celebrated. Just the bags of gifts are so personalized. And like I said, I would want her advocating for me if I needed it.
Well, I help Terry with the guardianship committee, and I do the notes, and Terry is amazing with all the people that we support on the guardianship. She treats them like family, and sister, brother, mother, aunt, everything to these people that we support. She's amazing.
Terry and I have worked together our entire careers here, both at the old Crittenden Day program, which is now Lambert, and in residential at Chili, and through her years in guardianship. So she and I have worked together through, all of the job changes that she's had and that I've had. She has been a pleasure to work with, and I've really enjoyed, being a part of her professional growth, watching her grow, and watching her, get married, start a family, raise, a successful family, have 3 amazing boys. And she just is so committed to the Arc and the people we support. Whatever her role has been, she has given it her all. She's just a joy to work with.
As a coworker, she's just got a heart. She, again, just has a heart of gold. I jokingly say to people, if I get to the age and I'm in a nursing home and I need someone to advocate on behalf of me, it would be Terry.
She's very, very dedicated. She cares a lot about the individuals that she takes care of.
I almost feel so blessed that I was able to start working with the guardianship program about 2 years ago. The love and compassion that she shows each and every person in the program, she just totally amazes me every day. I mean, it's real. It's just in her. She loves them like they're her family. I'm totally amazed. I sit in meetings with her and I'm just amazed at the amount of love and compassion she gives each and every one of them.
She's tremendous. She just wears her heart on her sleeve, and will just go to great measures to support a need. And sometimes we encounter some hard things, tough decisions to support people. If somebody's sick or in the hospital or nearing the end of their life, we have to get involved in some very hard decision making, and she has a passion to really make sure that we're looking to the best interest of the people we're supporting, to make sure they're comfortable, to make sure we're honoring their wishes. We do our birthday celebrations, we, all of those, and the relationships that she builds with people is just incredible. So she really takes that time, and we'll just get to know people at a really deep level, and really make sure that we're honoring everything that we can to support them.
I can't even describe the words. Arc New York complements our program, uses us honestly as a role model. I think we set the standard for what the guardianship program should function. So I would say I'm honored. I smile when Terry is getting the recognition that she deserves by our agency, as well as the Arc New York.
Congratulations, Terry, on 35 years at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Terry, on 35 years. The Arc and the guardianship program are so lucky to have you.
Congratulations, 35 years.
Congratulations, Terry, on 35 years here at the Arc of Monroe. It's been a pleasure working with you.
Happy birthday, Terry.
Happy
birthday, Terry. Ooh.
Congratulations, Terry, on 35 years here at the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Terry, on 35 years.
Congratulations, Terry, on 35 years of the Arc of Monroe.
Congratulations, Terry, on 35 years with the Arc of Monroe.
Terry, my friend, congratulations on 35 years at the Arc. Again, you are someone who just means the world to me, and I'm just so proud to be a coworker, but also to call you a friend. So congratulations again on 35 years here at the Arc.